So I've got my new Asics Gel Excite 7s through the post. I'm going to open them up, take them for my first run. These ones I got in a 10.5 UK size, so it says 11.5 there, that's the US size. And the colour I've gone for, which I'll show you, is described on the box as black and pure bronze. So these are the ones that I've gone for there. And it's not the first pair of these shoes that I've got. So this is my new pair. If we compare with my old pair, so this pair have done 300 miles and then this pair 0 miles as of yet. I'm going to take them out, try them out in a moment. As you can see there, fair bit of difference in terms of where these are probably looking a bit more grubby than they usually do, because I took them out on the North Cornwall trails last week. Lots of stony paths, it was quite dusty, and that's why they're looking a little bit dirty at the moment. But overall, these have held up really well. I think the main point of difference between these two, yes, the cushioning's worn down a little bit on these, on the 300-mile pair. But the main point of difference is probably the wear on the inner heel, which I talked about in my 200 miles of these shoes video, which I'll post just above in case anyone wants to have a look at that. There's just like a little hole on the inside. Doesn't affect the running with them. It doesn't give me any blisters or anything like that. But just probably the most notable point of wear just on the inside there. So I'm going to take these out and just going to reflect on how they feel in the first run. So what they're like. I imagine it's going to be similar to my other pair, but obviously they're a new pair, so the cushioning will probably feel a bit better. And I'm also going to think about, what the fit feels like in comparison to my pair where I've done several hundred miles with them. So I'll take these out and then I'll give you some ideas about how they feel and also what you can expect from them if you're thinking of getting a pair of these. So I've got to the park and I got my shoes on, and the fit feels pretty snug, not tight. My toe is just to about there, and then it feels pretty snug around here. I've got quite wide feet. I'm usually a 10.5, and like I said, I've gone for a 10.5 in these. But it doesn't feel like they're crammed in. It feels like they're well supported, well covered, and I'll see how they feel with their first outing. So let's give it a go. So about a mile in to testing out my new Gel Excite 7s, and they're really comfortable. I can feel the difference between the cushioning in these ones and my 300-mile-old version. It just feels really nicely cushioned. I've tried it out on grass and on concrete and on going up some kind of slight inclines, and just feels really well supported. So good cushioning around the ankle as well. It feels supported around there. In the toe box there's a bit of room. Like I said, it's quite snug in there, but doesn't feel overly constricted. So just really nice to run in overall. These are definitely the kind of shoes where you feel like you can wear them just out of the box. Like, they just slip on quite nicely. It doesn't feel like there's any breaking in period or anything like that. I am wearing older socks as well, which sometimes they say is a good idea, because if you've got new socks and new shoes, then your feet can just slip around all over the place. But it feels like I've been running in these shoes for ages. It just feels very seamless, very easy to get on with, and just a smooth and cushioned ride overall. So a few key points on the Gel Excite 7s. Firstly, they're good for width. I've got a wide foot, but they feel well accommodated with these shoes. Secondly, ankle cushioning. There's a good bit of cushion on the tongue and around the ankle as well, so your ankle feels nicely supported in these. And then the final thing is versatility. So yes, they are a road running shoe, but you can also use them on some trails as long as they're not too rocky and technical. So overall, a nice simple shoe and pretty good value as well at about 50 quid. So I thought I'd just put up some comparison images here so you can see my new Gel Excite 7s on the left and then my old Gel Excite 7s after 300 miles. So you can kind of see the difference in wear and how they look in comparison. Hope you found that useful. If you did, like the video, and consider subscribing for training vlogs, race vlogs, and more reviews.